3. Mental models. Every engineer must know. Most engineers work harder every year, but only a few actually move faster. The difference isn't intelligence, it isn't talent, and it definitely isn't luck. It's how they think. Engineers who grow quickly don't just solve problems. They choose better problems to solve, and they use mental models that quietly compound their advantage over time. The first mental model is first principles thinking. First principles thinking means breaking a problem down to what must be true, instead of copying solutions that worked for someone else. Most people operate on assumptions. They inherit methods, rules, and shortcuts without questioning them. First principles thinkers do the opposite. They strip the problem down to its fundamentals and rebuild from there. Take a simple electrical engineering example. When a circuit fails, most of us would just like to generalize it as a fault or a defect. But first principles thinking asks deeper questions. Did the circuit meet timing requirements? What about pre-synthesis and post-synthesis validation? What about parasitics and other delays? Was the circuit optimized for PPA goals? Once you identify the real cause, the solution becomes obvious. You don't optimize what you don't understand. And this way of thinking doesn't just apply to circuits. It applies to careers, learning, and life itself. If something isn't working, don't copy someone else's fix. Understand the mechanism first. The second mental model is leverage over effort. Effort is linear. Leverage is exponential. You can work harder every year and still make slow progress. Or you can build leverage once and let it multiply your output. Leverage comes in many forms. Knowledge is leverage. Tools are leverage. Automation is leverage. Media is leverage. Writing one clear explanation can help more people than explaining the same concept 100 times in person. Building one reusable system beats solving the same problem repeatedly from scratch. In engineering, we understand this instinctively. A well-designed block reused across an entire system creates more value than rewriting logic every time. Yet many engineers forget to apply this thinking to their own lives. Hard work scales poorly. Leverage scales infinitely. The third mental model is compounding over time. Compounding is subtle. At first, it looks like nothing is happening. Small daily improvements feel insignificant. 1 hour of focused learning doesn't feel life-changing. But compounded over years, it creates a version of you that others call naturally talented. A small edge in fundamentals leads to better understanding. Better understanding leads to better projects. Better projects lead to better teams. And better teams lead to better opportunities. Compounding doesn't reward intensity. It rewards consistency. Most people quit during the flat part of the curve, right before the results become visible. Engineers who win long-term learn to respect time as a force multiplier. So if you remember only 3 things, remember this. Think from first principles, not assumptions. Build leverage instead of relying only on effort, and let small, consistent actions compound over time. You don't need to be smarter than everyone else. You just need to think better and stay in the game longer, because engineering isn't just about building systems. It's about becoming one.